Okay. Now, tonight's episode of S.H.I.E.L.D. was... yeah. Okay.
Before we continue, we should probably put a spoiler warning for those who haven't seen the episode
Spoiler.
yet.
If you haven't seen it, shut this off. Don't watch it. I was confused trying to think my way through things. Okay. So I was saying my views, and my child corrected me because I am wrong and he is right.
Not always, but in this case, yes. Though not entirely, anyways.
He was more right than I am, which is really, really hard to admit. Okay. I was saying, with Izel saying that Coulson was actually a husk that her boyfriend, we'll say, took over.
Whatever.
Whatever. Now, when Coulson went to close that dimension, he made the deal that we really didn't know what it was. I'm thinking that he actually left part of himself there. Sean informed me that I was wrong. And then he corrected me. Because he was saying, correct me if I'm getting this wrong. Okay. That the stones,
The monoliths.
Shut up. The monoliths, ponytail.
It's extra padding. Back on track.
Back on track. It's very hard for me to be on track.
Especially when you're high.
I'm not totally high. I'm only a little high yet. Probably by the end of this, I'll be very high. I take medicine.
Could be worse. Could be taking one of those alien candies.
Wouldn't that be nice? I would like to take one of those alien candies with Gemma and Daisy. I really do. No. Talk about this. He's saying that when the stones exploded, it actually made almost like an echo of Coulson. Mm-hmm. So it created him on the other side in the fear dimension. Now, they have no forms, right?
Yep, that's correct.
So when Coulson came through, the echo of Coulson, the creation's monolith,
that's correct, creation monolith,
actually made it into a form, even though it was dead. And that universe has no forms. The people don't have forms. They're just kind of, they're non-corporeal. So when it created a form, the boyfriend, he said his name. I didn't hear it. Did any of you hear it? I don't know what he said.
I didn't hear it.
The boyfriend took over the husk, which was Coulson, but it still had all of his memories and everything like that buried in the head. And the time monolith actually sent him back in time. So that's why there's a gap. That's why he lost the connection to Izel and picked up more of what was inside the human brain. Mm-hmm. Okay. Izel, I'm still not sure on this, created her own form?
I'm thinking that's what happened. I'm thinking that she exited through the same distortion of space and time that sent her boyfriend, partner, whatever, back to our world. And after that happened, then she created a body by having some of the powers of the monoliths that were guarding their dimension or whatever.
Okay, but did she create the body in her dimension or in our dimension?
I don't think that really matters.
Well, yes, it does, because if she created it in her dimension, how'd she get here?
Distortion. I'm thinking that when the husk was possessed, it created a distortion, since that husk was meant to be there dead. So, when life was introduced to the husk, it distorted the powers. There's meant to be no physical life. There can be life but it has no material form.
Okay.
It gained material form, the dimension didn't like that, and banished it.
Ooh.
The banishing probably disrupted the memories and everything.
Alright.
So she probably went through the same distortion, and so I'm thinking that she unintentionally created a body based around stuff that she had seen when she was going through a space-time warp or something.
Okay, but what about the Shrike?
I'm thinking that her form, since it was unintentionally created through the powers of the creation monolith, essentially,
Uh-huh.
it gained a slight bit of creation powers.
That's
So-
why Coulson's still going, because he's got a bit of time in him.
Mhm.
Okay.
And she's using her creation powers to create the Shrike in order to make it so that other people of her species can come here after she and her partner reopen the gate to that dimension, or just straight up open it. Mm-hmm.
But see, that doesn't make sense to me, because she goes to a planet with her Shrike, and the Shrike, they destroy the planet.
I think that it requires a certain amount of destruction to destabilize it enough to open up a big enough distortion to last long enough for them to come through. And then any Shrike that are left over are perfect hosts, because the Shrike can just easily be taken over and destroyed, because just stab them once and just keep the knife in there and they're dead.
So she needs the monoliths, which are now in the
Gravitonium sphere.
globe, the gravity globe. She needs that to open up the dimension to let her people in.
Mm-hmm. And any leftover strikes from all of the destruction and everything that's required get used as perfect hosts. The Shrike are essentially zombie bats.
Yeah, because she had nothing, and then she was whistling, and then there was a bat.
So because of that, the Shrikes in their host bodies would be a fair bit easier for her species to possess the bodies.
Okay. So
And-
it's actually killing the host, but it's preserving the body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. What do you think the chances are of Ghost Rider coming back?
I think that it's a 90% chance of him actually coming back. I'm not entirely certain on everything.
Well, they could actually bring, even if they can't get the actor who played it, because I really don't know if he's doing anything else.
It's easy to look up.
But he
We'll do
could,
it
he,
later.
he could just come as Ghost Rider.
Mm-hmm.
So then they need Ghost Rider to destroy her.
Or, possible separate theory, Ghost Rider is her partner.
No.
Yeah, it's probably not
No.
very likely. It's like 1% chance.
Yeah, no. Now, if I'm assuming that someone is going to use the gravity globe to harness the powers of the monoliths and use it in such a way as to kick her back into her realm, they would have to put back the boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean Coulson would die?
No, I'm thinking what would happen is whoever did it, I'm thinking Daisy most likely. She's already dealt with Gravitonium once before.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that with her, she'll be thinking along the lines of, sorry Coulson, I'm sorry to harm you and everything, I wish you could be brought back or something. Or even May with her loss of Coulson doing it. But I think that whoever did that, when they send them back, they only send the alien, which leaves the body. But because of the space-time and creation of the monoliths being used simultaneously, it brings Coulson's memories to the forefront of the mind, leaving the body alive, using creation and space to keep it stable. Essentially, it would be creating a newborn body with the mind and memories of Coulson and is physically Coulson. but it has all of the age and everything of a newborn. Which means that however long Coulson lived physically, he has that many extra years.
Okay.
And
This
also,
is a kid who I couldn't get to understand Shakespeare.
let's see, Shakespeare, or super interesting Marvel alien show and everything.
Shakespeare's interesting. Yeah, okay. Most people don't get Shakespeare. I will concede that point. Okay, my brain hurts. My child has I don't even have the word. Surpassed expectations of what I thought this brain could do. But I don't know whether I'm proud or just disturbed.
50-50.
70-30.
70-30 towards pride. Okay.
Okay. All right. So, this is his theory. I kind of agree with it because I was thinking something totally different. Can't believe they killed him. I thought Piper was going to die. I did. And I was like, no, you don't kill Piper. Please don't kill Piper. They're mean. People who write shows are mean. Agree with me? Okay. See, he is smart. Okay, we're going to go. Bye-bye.
Bye.